Here's a quick way to set up the Sony Z90 in order to capture time lapses, beautiful time lapses. So let's suppose your current rate for capturing is 4K and it is 24p, right? 100 Mbps. So it's XAVC, right? The highest resolution. All you need to do is basically preset in the menu uh, your frame rate. So the frame rate for time lapse we would set is 1 frame per second, right? So you press on the menu. I'm still puzzled why they put it over there and the joystick over here. Now you go into camera set, scroll down to slow and quick, and by the way, slow and quick button is just one quick button can be activated right down there. You see one S and Q, that's slow and quick, and that's also, you know, to activate the to film slow motion as well. But in this case, this is a quick setup, and then just by pressing S and Q button while it is in manual mode, you have to switch from auto to manual right here. So you have to switch that when you are filming the time lapse. Now we're gonna go and set it up, right? So go to slow and quick, go to SNQ motion, and by default this is my setting, right? 2160 24 p on Mbps, and this is the frame rate. We're gonna drop it down to one frame per second, okay? And we're gonna press on this and hit execute. Obviously it's not gonna allow us to do it because we are not in manual mode. We have to switch to manual mode from auto. So at this point we just set it up and it stays in that menu, right? And then we just go return and go return and then exit the menu. Now if I were to, so right now it's 24 frames per second, right? All nice and smooth. I mean, it's not 30 frames per second, but I prefer 24 for cinematic effect. Okay, so right now we're gonna hit S and Q button, which is right here, and it's gonna tell us invalid because you're not in manual mode. So we're gonna switch to manual. Okay, we're gonna switch to manual. All right, and now watch what's gonna happen on the screen when I hit S and Q button. So it is now switched to 1 frame per second, but look how bright the picture is. And obviously I'm moving my hand, so it's now shooting 1 frame per second. So it's great for time lapses. You just set it on the tripod and let it you know, shoot things and stuff. So right now it's very slow, like 1 frame per second. All right, and for the fact that it's so bright, you can manipulate that brightness with ND filter. So let's say if it's at night, it would probably look good, but since, you know, I'm in my room right now and it's, you know, there's lights inside, I can manipulate that by bringing up the ND filter. So right now it's unclear, which is no filter, and I'm gonna put it to 2. Right now it's 2 and this is 3. Actually it's 3. Look how dark the 3 is. That's basically like, you know, when you're shooting in snow or something like that. It's very bright and sunny day. So we're gonna drop it to 2 right now. Let me show you real quick. Sorry for the shaky camera, because I'm trying to manipulate things and film at the same time. So this is setting 2. This is setting 1 on the ND filter. So for indoors I would use this, and this is no filter at all. But there's one more setting that you need to play with in order to get a buttery smooth transition. Like say you're filming a highway with cars and all of the cars will become blurred if you drop down your shutter speed. You see that 4 at the bottom? What you need to do is to hit shutter speed right here. Oops, right now it's selected actually, and then drop it down on the joystick to 1. So the lower the shutter speed, look how bright it became, even more brighter. Okay, so for night photography, let's say you're pointing at a highway, you know, cars passing by quick, and you will see the lights moving and everything is blurred, and it's just beautiful vista. So in this case, we're gonna move the ND filter from what it is now 1 to 2. And this looks good in this light, or even 3. This is 3 actually. This is 3 and it's quite dark. So 2. I think 2 for indoor with lights would be good. And you see my hand? It only registered it now. So you would probably benefit by having the frame rate not 24p but 30p. I don't know, it would probably be a better picture, but I don't know. But having it 1 frame per second, which is 1 fps, and the shutter speed at 1 would dramatically make your time lapses smoother, and you know, like anything moving would be blurry, like completely. But if you don't want it blurry, then you want to crank up the shutter speed to 60 or something like that. All right, and that's basically it.